They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable. Pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Mahomes Rams will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ace! Ace!
First carry for Carlos Hyde. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It was Armani Watts who got him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now a pitch out to Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right, now,
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. For the fullback, this is Andy Janovich. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead. After this, they come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Detroit! Over!
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Janovich, the fullback, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And they're going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Over! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Escaping the pressure right. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready, blue 45.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards.
I didn't retain much as a former defensive back, but I do remember you don't tip the ball in the air. You either intercept it or knock it down. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Pains you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. The ball's tipped up, they come up and grab it and get a big play out of it.
Big play indeed. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Ace! Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Butker now to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Gun! Detroit!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 30. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on first down. And fights him off. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes being chased out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Leopard. Now let's go. 319. 319. Check. Crush. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Back to throw here. Wiggles free. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
All right, now, look at 56.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos add on.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Good footwork at the 30. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes gonna throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready, green, 90.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7.